This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs come seeking an investment from the sharks. 5 powerful self-made investors worth billions.
Hello, sharks. I'm Jordan. I am asking for 55% in the company for...
But you're asking for...
Yeah, you give me 50... No, I give you 55%. You give me $500,000.
So we gain control of the company. Okay.
Oh, God, this is actually kind of intimidating. What is the most annoying thing in the world, I ask you guys?
You.
Jackson?
Flies?
Yes, flies! How did you know? Did you see? Okay. Flies are the most annoying thing in the world. And we don't have many options to deal with flies at the moment, which is why I've come to you guys with my product. Clearly, getting rid of flies doesn't work at the moment. There's HopCats and fly swatters. There are some cons. For example, should we wait for Ollie? One moment, he's excited.
He's an investor.
All right, the problem with these is they've got a small surface area. They're not really covering too much, and they're a bit heavy to carry around, these electric fly swatters. So I present to you...
What's that?
The flyby. Now, the flyby is a complete suit that is an electric fly swatter that you wear around you, and it's called the flyby because if the flies see you in this, say it with me, they will fly by. Yes, of course. Fly comes up to you, gets zapped, and now it's dead. Just like that. Easy as. You didn't really need to do anything.
Do you have a patent on this?
Of course. What's that?
Of course,
Yes,
what's that?
there's lots of patterns. We have green, blue.
No, not pattern.
Lots of patterns. Lots of patterns. And this will result in big profit with all these dead flies.
And patterns.
We have a few different models. I actually forgot about this part. So we have the Model E, which stands for electric. We also have the cheaper version, the Model Y, which I have brought a prototype with me, in fact. Ooh. Oh, the tape's come off. Oh, fuck.
Tape, not sturdy.
Isn't that just a jacket?
Well, it did. But it did have... One sec.
Some assembly required.
Is this like, are you still in the production phase?
Yeah, it's a production phase. So these will be strapped on.
You sure that's not final?
Anyway, this is a cheap version with a manual. It's a manual fly swatter.
For only $80, you can get a full body electric.
Exactly, and that's
automated.
how we get them. This is
Upselling,
ridiculously
that's a
overpriced and a stupid product, you can all admit.
And you want to sell that.
I was going to say that.
But it's all just a business model to push people to the Model E, which is such a good deal. We also have the Model H for horses. As you can imagine, that's $1,000. Now, horses tragically do not have hands. They always have flies in their eyes, as people say. And it'll also help get off those pesky jockeys that are always on horses. Exactly, it'll save the horses. It's doing a lot of good.
I have a quick question just before we get too far ahead.
Yes.
What did the Y in Model Y stand for?
Well, why would you buy it? Is the little joke we have in the company. Now, the production of the Model E is actually $420. So the profit will be negative $20. But we predict we can sell about 600,000 of these a year.
600,000.
Which I guess is I don't know what the profit on that is, but I guess it's worse, isn't it?
It's a $12 million loss.
It's quite a loss.
So how do we make a profit, I hear you asking?
I was going to ask that.
Yes.
Batteries! Now, it takes 16 batteries to power this thing. And we are going to be selling these batteries, which means immediately $3 profit. And the batteries, they last a while, like 6 months. But then when you replace the batteries, slowly and steadily, battery life 4 months. Battery life is only 1 month.
Genius.
Battery life only 1 day, and people will spend $23 over and over to get these batteries, and we'll be profiting off the batteries we'll also be selling.
Do you need AA, or is it a specific type of battery?
No, you have to use ours. It's like the Apple model.
Oh, the
Yeah,
ecosystem.
you have to use ours, and the battery life will degenerate very quickly.
Good.
Yeah, any offers?
No.
I have a question. I like it.
Thank you.
like it.
Yep.
I like your business model. of tricking the consumers.
Thank
Very
you.
smart, because that's how you make money.
Exactly.
And they're not smart enough to ever realize. Have you thought about the environmental impact of selling 16 batteries a day to every person who owns one if you're going to sell, how many was it? 600,000?
Well, have you
Of
thought about how annoying
millions of
flies
batteries.
are for the environment? And we'll be killing all the
very.
flies.
I think they're good for the environment.
Yeah,
No, my dad said
Your dad.
God invented the fly and then forgot to tell us why. So we're gonna kill them all, save the environment.
That doesn't seem right.
So, how often are you expecting customers to replace the batteries in their Model E?
Eventually, I reckon every day you'll need to replace the batteries.
So you're looking at an eventual $2.1 million in profit per day, going by $3.50 for 600,000 units sold.
Exactly, it's a great deal.
So why have you valued your company at only $1.1 million? If you're making more than double that
I'm
every
just a
day,
nice guy. I'm just a nice guy.
Not really. Your product is to
I'm just
rip people off.
I'm just.
see, you've also offered me to have control of the company for only $500,000.
Well, I'm a bit
And
lazy. You
it
see.
kind of seems like you're trying to offload responsibility of the company because you know that these batteries are not going to be purchased once a day in the
No,
long run.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm not seeing a lot of confidence in this initial offer, and for that reason, I'm out.
You've lost it.
Jackson, come on.
This product is too confusing, not ethical, and
Have you seen? Horses will be saved.
we haven't even talked about the horse model. How much does that cost?
Oh, I guess a bit more
Surprisingly.
probably. Yeah, 1,020.
Why don't you just choose? You can choose any number. Why not choose 900?
Well, because it's a business model. We get them in. No one else will be able to make these
this
things at
guy's
such
a
good
fucking
prices.
clown. I'm out.
There is still one shark left.
My final question, just because I'm not sure I'm on board. You said you're going to kill all flies.
Yes.
What happens to the business once you've killed all flies?
Well, we just move on to another animal, don't we? We'll put spikes and kill all the worms. Put spikes on your shoes. I've got ideas.
This guy's a visionary. I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm in.
Wait, at
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Thank you, sir.
At 500,000 for 55%.
Yes.
Fake
So
money. I don't
you
care.
now own the company.
He owns the company.
I know the company.
I don't have to deal with the lawsuit.
Get rid of the lawsuits.
I'm in.
Unlucky, man.
Me and my partner here, we're going places.
Let me take my prototype.
Oh, I have one more question. I know I'm already in, but can I have one more question?
Yes.
Can I see a demonstration of the Model Y?
Oh, I would like to see
I'd
that
love
too.
to see that. That might get me back in, actually.
Just give me a second. Well, it just works like this, doesn't it? Oh, fly.
No,
Editor, put in flies. You can't. They're all
that
dead.
doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty bad about shaking on that one.
Well, this is the one that
This
we
is your
don't.
business
No,
plan.
it's the Model Y when you buy it.
Yeah.
And on
Yeah,
that,
oh.
on that, I'm 100% on board.
Okay.
Yeah,
why the
would you
fuck
buy
would
it?
anyone buy this?
Exactly.
Hi, Sharks. My name's Zack. I'm looking for $300,000 in exchange for a 10% stake in my company, Shake and Wake.
Dude, this guy makes no money.
This is a Shake and Wake. First, you shake, and then you wake.
Was it 10%?
That had 4 caffeine pills in it. Sharks, tell me if this sounds familiar. It doesn't. You wake up in the morning with your daily crippling caffeine addiction, but you don't want to reach for that coffee. One drop of that milk will turn you into a human funnel. Diarrhea. Well, that is where the Shake and Wake comes in. It's our patented formula of crushed up caffeine pills in an orange juice. Now, you might be thinking, why don't I just crush up caffeine pills, put it in orange juice myself, right? Well, let me put it this way. Jordan, you own a dildo. And it was much easier to just go to the shops and buy that one item than buying, say, a cucumber and some Glad Wrap. You want just one product, Shake and Wake does it all.
How much? What? How much are you selling it for?
I'm selling the Shake and Wake for $6, $1 worth of orange juice, and the caffeine pills are about 50 cents each. So since this one's got 4, that's $2. That is a $3 production cost, and I'm selling them for $6. But if you think about it, how much do you pay for your coffee? Around $5, $5.50, $6 even?
Oh, wow.
So the Shake and Wake is actually quite reasonably priced.
On that price point, why would people not just buy a competitor like an energy drink, which is already cheaper and arguably a superior product?
Arguable. I would definitely argue that having a carbonated drink in the morning never hits me the same way as a nice refreshing orange juice. We're also looking at expanding into apple juice and tropical juice, but that's where I need your help, Sharks. So who's ready to make some shaken and waken?
Wait, can I test the product? You drank the whole product.
I only have the one.
Oh.
But what is exciting, Sharks, is that I'm also looking at moving into other medicated juices.
Moved on.
Number one, the Shake and Ache. That is with some crushed up Advil in the drink. We've got Shake Some Weight, our diet pill formula that'll have you stop looking curvy while avoiding scurvy. We've also got the Shake and Bake, which is a 60 milligram edible, or drinkable in this case. We've got the Shake Inflate, our pineapple juice and Viagra formula that the ladies will love. And last but not least, we're gonna have the Shake Mistake, the only plan B with vitamin C. So who's ready to invest?
Wait, it's actually good.
Feeling a bit jittery.
I'm invested. I would like 600k at 20%.
So what would you be bringing with doubling the investment?
I've got a factory where we could mass produce these products, and I've got a very mean marketing team, so.
Okay, and which one of the medicated Shake and Wake alternatives would you be looking at expanding into first? Because with $600,000 from you, I really think we could get one off the line.
Is there one that you feel most passionate about?
I personally love the Shake Inflate, kind of a necessity for me.
Yep.
I want to do what you're passionate about, my friend. That's why I want 600,000 at 20%.
I think you might be spreading yourself a bit thin for the resources you have right now, and for that reason, I'm out.
I'm in. I reckon $1 million, 49% owning of the company. Oh wait.
That's a bad deal.
That is a bad deal. Sharks, I'm very familiar with your work. Jackson, you know, with your trading on the stock market, making your billions, and Jordan with the child trafficking. Not as much of my favorite, but you know, you made your millions. So I'd really like to get both of you Sharks on board. How about this?
I'm going to have to stop you right there. I'm not interested in doing business with this man.
That's true. He is a known child trafficker.
So, and dildo user.
Stop. I'm never gonna be a teacher.
With Shake Inflate on the market, I would love to have the Shake Mistake out. They really pair nicely together. So, $1 million from you for a 30% stake in Shake and Wake, and we can get Shake Inflate, Shake Mistake, and Shake and Wake.
35.
Sold.
Thank you very much.
$3.5 million company.
How does it feel to be a millionaire, Zach?
Oh yeah, you gave me $1 million. Let's go.
This drink's
Yo, brother.
Woohoo! That was the daily max recommended amount of caffeine.
Wait, you did put caffeine in it?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck, I didn't think you did.
Hi Sharks, I'm Peter. I'm from Perth, Australia. And today, I'm going to present to you my business idea. Now, every great invention comes with solving a problem. The problem is that dating apps, they're bullshit. People are always presenting a fake image of themselves. They choose to put their favorite photos on, they can use angles, they can write their own bio about themselves, and really just create a false image of what they're really like. Because of that, it's really hard to find people who are truly like-minded and share common interests with you, meaning it's hard to find a meaningful pair. To fix these problems, I will be introducing to you my app. This is the logo. True Blue. A dating app where you have to be true. See, I'm doing the logo. We're first going to solve the problem of misleading profiles, where it's not really much like what you're like at all in real life. And I'm going to show you guys a demonstration.
Uh-oh.
I have found a really fantastic picture that I can imagine one of our sharks here using on a dating app. None of us are currently using dating apps. I could see this being on someone's dating app. Would you agree this is a good photo for that?
Yeah, bitches get bitches.
You look good.
Now, if you saw this on Zack's profile and then you wanted to go on a date, you might think he's gonna take you on a hike, he's gonna be super active. But if you actually were to go on a date with Zack, I think that you would get something more like our next slide here. A little candid I took of Zack at a party we went to recently. He does a little bit of a dorky dance move and then he inhales a jelly shot. pretty standard Zack behavior if you're gonna go out on a date with him. And you look, Maddie's there right next to him, his current girlfriend, and she's loving it.
I had a profile once where I put a lot of more silly photos of myself that I find really funny, and I got far less matches than lying. So how are you gonna solve that problem?
You see, the problem is that you aren't on True Blue. If you're on a platform
Everyone's gonna
full
be.
of people doing things like this will make you look fantastic because If people are presenting their fake selves, sure, your fake self might be worse, but your real self is better. Now, how are we going to force people to do this on TrueBlue, you might ask, because people aren't going to choose to put that GIF on there, right? Firstly, we are going to have someone else make your profile for you, as Zack's friend, selected that picture. It could be a friend, it could be an ex-partner, hopefully you're on good terms, because they will give you the truest form of what you're like in a relationship. Or if you're a little bit desperate, get your mum to do it and they'll give you a glowing review. Basically,
Wait. So you're getting people you already know to make your profile. What's going to stop collusion between these people?
look, it's gonna have to be verified from a verified source. That's why I said it has to be, verified on that. They need to be a checkmarked user. You might have to sign some kind of contract to prove that. Otherwise, you'll get sued.
Oh, I'm sure that works all the time, yeah.
It does in court. So,
Yeah.
Very good.
So how about you just
If you're signing a legal document, you better uphold it.
Makes sense.
Listen to the kids out there.
shout outs?
People on these apps are often seeking attention. They might be looking for validation, or they might just simply be bored. And that is fine on competing dating apps, but it's not fine on TrueBlue, and we had to stop that. We have a season system similar to competitive gaming. It operates on a 3-month rotation. If you don't meet at least one person every 3 months, you'll be banned for the entirety of the next season of 3 months. Not only does this get rid of the time wasters and all the people, it'll get rid of half the time wasters because they're out every second season. So great, half the number of time wasters on other apps. It also means at the end of a 3-month season, you create a crunch time, which is a fantastic time to meet people. Because if you don't want to get banned for the next season, you need to get a match, in the week, in the weekend, even on that night. And it's basically like human mating season.
Write that down for me.
When is this season?
How am I going to monetize this? Now, have you guys ever caught an Uber?
Yes, I have.
You ever noticed that at the end of an Uber drive, it says, would you like to tip the driver?
Yes, I've never done that.
Yeah, have any of you guys ever done that?
No.
Once.
Once. Why did you do it?
It was really good.
Exactly. We're gonna have a tipping-based system similar to the Uber thing, except it's going to ask you how good your date was after you meet up with someone. And you're trying to capitalize on that good feeling that comes after a date. It is somewhat of an honor system, but I've used the Uber system a couple times. You've used it once. 50% of the people in the room do it on a subject we're already paying for. I know you guys have all heard of post-nut clarity, but I want to introduce you guys to post-nut generosity.
You could have said post-nut charity. How the fuck did you miss that, dude?
You guys have all heard of post-nut clarity. So let me introduce you guys to post-nut charity.
That is a good name.
I'm out.
That's a good name, actually.
Post-nut
That's good.
charity?
Oh, also we're gonna make billions. I'm asking for $1 million for a 10% stake in the company.
So
I just need the power to get the servers off the ground and launch it.
I'm very interested, but for a $10 million valuation, I'm gonna have to suggest a completely different way of making money off the platform. I'm thinking tiers. And a premium subscription to TrueBlue, depending on the level, you'll get an even more true peek into the life of the person you're looking at some of their worst and worst stages.
Okay, I like this. However, one of the problems I have with the current monetization systems on competing apps is that they prey on you failing to get dates to make their money. They operate their business to make people fail in order to make them feel like they need to spend money. Whereas my system works on people doing well. So it's actually in the interests of the developers of the app to make it the best experience possible instead of the worst.
I don't want to touch your formula. I like where you're at. $1 million, but I want 40%. Quite a steep jump.
Look, I don't know if you guys were paying attention to my previous slide. This is gonna make billions.
That's why I want
Yeah, it also
40%.
said post-nut generosity, so I'm out.
We're gonna make billions. If you wanna value my company at only 4 million, you're dreaming, and I'm gonna go do it myself if I have to. I'll find some other people who have to do it. If you guys aren't willing, this is not the kind of number that I'm happy to budge on today because I think it's such a powerful idea.
You know what then? Go on, you coward. Get out.
Jackson can still, he's not
You're
out
out?
yet.
I'm out.
I'm firm on my offer. 1 million at 40%, sir.
All right, see you guys.
Wow, he walks out.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
Good luck with that. I
Doesn't
reckon.
he have to be a shark?
He's gonna
Nah,
sit here now.
that's
yeah.
why he's not big like us.
I'm gonna check your TrueBlue. It's gonna be you living on the street with
Oh,
that
Jackson,
shit
you haven't
idea.
gone yet, have you?
Nah.
Oh,
Good evening, Sharks.
g'day.
All right, this is Jackson's idea. Invest now. I know I would.
And you're Jackson?
Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
Camelbaks. Got one on right now. I've been talking about them all day.
Is this why you've been hyping up your Camelbak all day?
Yes. Last year, Camelbak generated 148.7 million in profits.
Not in sales?
Sales and profits
So
quite
not,
different.
not
Sales,
profits.
not profits. Sales.
Was
So-
there a profit margin there?
Yeah, what's the profit?
What's the profit on that?
Very high.
They could have lost money.
66%. Limitations
That's
of
good,
the
that's
Camelbak. One drink only. As you can see, I've only got one drink in my Camelbak. Flawless otherwise. I think you'll agree. I've been asking you all day about my Camelbak. Jordan in particular has been very invested in the Camelbak.
Now I feel like I've been scammed. It wasn't real.
Camelbak for games. This can have 2 drinks. It can have gamer drinks, and you can play Fortnite and have water and gamer drinks. As you can see here, there's a Red Bull little pouch. Now let me ask you a question. When you're gaming, do you need Red Bull, Monster, V?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, you do.
When you're playing Fortnite, which by the way, big sponsor of the product.
yeah. Breast milk.
What?
Because it's
That's
children.
because babies.
I got it.
Oh.
Oh, you could put breast milk in the pouch.
Yeah. I mean, how low does the age limit go on the?
Camelbak for games is usable for anyone over the age of 2, 3, 1. 1. It's usable for anyone over the age of 1.
So you haven't made any prototypes yet? This is just like a mock-up.
Yeah, this one here would be the Red Bull pouch, which you could just put in, and then you have 2 different straws, one on each side. As you can see, you got one on this side, and you have one on the other side.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Also, the big benefit for Camelbaks is like people who are hiking and they're going around and they're
Yes.
moving. They don't want to carry. If you're gaming, you're just sitting down. Why would you not just use a big water bottle?
Because it's done.
You can't drink while playing if you've got a water bottle. You could be sipping a whole can of Red Bull
In between each
while
kill, you
getting
get in
the
full.
double kill bot lane.
Okay, I'll give it up.
Are we ripping off Camelbak? Sort of, but let's talk about it later. Are we worried about lawsuits from ripping off Camelbak? No. I'm very confident there will be no lawsuits from Camelbak, as they will love this idea.
Kind of goes against what I've written here.
No, well, as you can see, not worried.
Oh, okay.
So you
My
can erase
mistake.
that one?
His text is bigger than
Yeah,
that.
it says
my-
no,
my
so
bad,
you
my
don't
bad.
need to be worried about it.
Have you considered not having the company that you're, let's say, ripping off in the name of your product? And if so, I think I could only be on board if you came up with a different name that isn't Camelbak for Games in the next 5 seconds. Could I hear your best?
Back Camel for games.
He's good. He's good.
Very good.
He might be the best salesman we've ever seen.
Very nice.
But one of the
pretty
big
convinced.
draws of using Camelbak for game is that we can really piggyback off Camelbak's success and have our own product without using any advertising money.
You could Camelbak off their success.
I was about to say that, sir. Brilliant joke, and I love your jacket today, sir. I'm looking for 10% at $100,000.
How do you sit in a gaming chair without squeezing the liquid all over yourself?
No, what it
While
does do
gaming.
actually is give you quite a good posture and allows you to sit back into the chair, and
Gamers
this will
do have bad posture. Yeah.
it'll sit back and
Built-in
correct the
lumbar
posture.
support, I think.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Thank you.
So how much does it cost and what do you sell them for?
They're going to sell for $170 per item. I looked, and that is exactly the same as the Camelbak without 2 pouches, so it's a bit of a no-brainer.
Okay.
It's exactly the same price, so you're going to think, why not get 2 pouches?
And what do you make them for?
$12.
Oh my.
So that's a bit
profits.
interesting because you mentioned that Camelbak had a 66% profit margin. How does that then go to the almost, I want to say, 93% profit margin that you're outlining with the cost and production there?
China.
China.
So are Camelbaks currently made?
In California, I think, or they're based there. Or...
Okay.
Any
Cheaper
other questions?
production.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
cheaper,
fantastic.
cheaper production, so you're looking at making $158 a unit.
Yeah.
Why would you only value your company at $1 million then?
I want you guys to be able to get in on the ground floor, and $1 million is mostly for the lawsuits, which again, we're not worried about, but just in case, we need a bit of money.
You know what? With my ideas, I haven't been opposed to lawsuits in the past. And
Look, I like the concept. I like the lumbar support. I like the 2 drinks at once. But the thing with the lawsuit might just be the straw that breaks the Camelbak.
the back camel.
Fuck, man, that was...
We're not worried about lawsuits.
No matter how big you make that no, I can't do it. So for that reason, I'm out.
I understand you're hurt from investing in flyby.
Look,
Jordan.
exactly. As you know, I've got the flyby model in the past, and I reckon we have another go at that. I'm jumping on board. I want only 1% for 100 grand, so I completely trust your
Wow.
process.
Wow.
You want less
It's a
for
good
the
offer.
same price?
Wait till you hear Miles.
Oh, it better be good.
I really like the product.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about the lawsuits as well, though.
No.
So,
No
I'm not
need to
worried.
worry.
I've been through this before,
can't argue
mate.
with me on-
1%.
It's a little risky. What I would like is 0.000012% of your company, and I will give you $12 for a back camel for games, because I would like the product, and you said it cost $12 to make.
I would like, can I take both sharks?
We'll give him one backpack, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll take off.
give him a backpack,
Yeah.
and we'll let him do the lawsuits.
And so he only gets 0.0.
We're not worried about the lawsuits. If they come up,
I'm not part
you
of
can
the
sort 'em out.
lawsuits.
It's actually smallest percentage is how we're going to do lawsuits, so that'll be Zack.
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that as well. Yeah, I'm in.
You're in?
Yeah.
Hug it out, fellas.
Congratulations. Wait, three-way handshake.
Yeah, get it in that camera. Yeah, that looks great. And I'm just in the background looking at it comes on.
You idiot.
All right, thanks for watching Underdog Shark Tank. That was a lot of fun.
Make sure you leave in the comments what your favorite product was, whether you'd invest, and
Leave a like if you want to see another one of these, because this is fun to make. Bye.
Woo.